Today, let's talk about Nemesia, a stunning annual, perfect for adding a burst of color into your container garden. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to plant these up in this half container, and I'm also going to plant them in another hanging basket that I cannot wait to get started. So stick around, got a lot to show you. So Nemesia, let's talk about this beautiful annual because there are so many different varieties and so many colors to choose from. The colors that I have here today are this gorgeous yellow, which is the Sensatia Lemon from Proven Winners. And it's a really pretty, bright, vibrant yellow with a little bit darker throat there in the center, and it is just super healthy and growing beautifully. What they do is they have these long branchings that kind of grow out from the center, and along that branch they shoot off their bloom heads, and there are multiple ones on the end, which kind of gives it a little bit of a wildflower feel to it. And I definitely like how the laciness of this can really add a touch of texture into your containers or even into your planters if you do decide to plant them in the ground. Absolutely beautiful. Like this yellow is absolutely great. And this really rich red, which is the cranberry red from Proven Winners as well, is a complete contrast to the bright yellow there. It's really rich. It almost has like a velvety look to it with that kind of orange throat there. And I feel like these two colors are going to be great together in this container. But a little bit more about Nemesia. In my experience here in Southern California, they do really well in the spring. They also do extremely well in the fall. Very often, they don't tolerate the intense heat that we can get here if we get into the upper 80s, and especially if you add humidity. Sometimes we've seen them fizzle out, but there are a couple of varieties like the Aromance Pink, and I believe people are saying the Aromance Mulberry, which are also from Proven Winners, do really well through the heat. And I haven't had experience with Mulberry, but I can definitely verify that Pink did last throughout the summer, and it was absolutely beautiful. So many varieties to choose from in color, I should say. And there are many, many varieties that are non-branded outside of the Proven Winners line that are just as beautiful. I just recently planted one in the fall in my fall container. It was a really pretty burnt orange with a little bit of red hues to it and also yellow, and it was perfect for a fall container. So let's talk about Nemesia and the unique growing habits that make it perfect and ideal for your container garden. What I really like about it is it's not too tall of an annual. The tag says that they grow between 6 to 10 inches tall. I know for sure that the pink Aromance variety grew a lot taller than that when I had it planted in the ground, but they do kind of stay in that 6 to 10 inch height range, which means that they are actually a perfect filler for any container. So that's really nice. They do spread a little bit. If I was going to plant these in the ground, I would probably do 10 to 12 inches apart, but in a container, obviously they're closer than that, so you don't really have to worry about it. One thing that I noticed when I had purchased my non-branded Nemesia in the fall is that it did need to be deadheaded, which kept it blooming a little bit longer, but as soon as I forgot about that, that Nemesia went to seed really quickly. The beautiful thing about these Proven Winners Nemesia is they do not need to be deadheaded. You don't have to worry about them going to seed. They continually bloom and bloom and bloom. The only time that I would trim these is if they got a little bit too leggy and they were kind of like hanging a little bit too long and I wanted to stimulate the growth from the center. I might trim them a little bit, but it's really nice not to have to worry about any kind of deadheading and just let them go for the whole season. So I'm really excited to see how that works. Now, also, they do benefit from some fertilizing, regular fertilizer throughout the season, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start with my Kellogg potting mix, and I'm going to add a little bit of organic plant tone to amend the soil a little bit, and then I'm going to also add a little bit of this Proven Winners continuous release fertilizer that is heat activated, so that when it starts to heat up in the spring, then it will release those nutrients into the soil that they can easily access. Because when we have containers, we're watering them very often, and a lot of that nutrients does leach out, so we want to keep them happy throughout the season. In terms of light situation, I have had them in full sun all day. I've also had them in part sun, and they've been perfect, which is exactly what the tag says that they do well in. So in this situation, I'm going to plant them in here. This one will probably have part sun along with the hanging basket that I'm going to plant in a moment. But yeah, they're very versatile. So I think 4+ hours of sun a day will be perfect, and I think that's going to be even ideal heading into the warmer temperatures at the end of the spring when we move into the summer, because hopefully they won't dry out too fast and they might hang on a little bit longer into our heat that we will definitely have in the summertime. So I'm hoping they last a little bit better that way. So I am hoping that that mounding habit is just what this needs. I'm just going to plant Nemesia in here. I'm not going to plant anything else. I'm going to take these two varieties and fill this container, and hopefully it'll be a really pretty bold splash of color when we place it over here by our block wall. All right, let's put on the gloves and start planting. So typically every year I tend to plant many containers because, you know, we don't have that big of a yard, so we do a lot of container planting. So this year I wanted to go for a bolder look in our garden, and so I chose two very contrasting colors that is going to really be a showstopper. I think your eye is going to go right to it. But you could use any variety that is available. You could use a beautiful pink with a white that would be very soft on the eye. You could use the really nice purple colors that are available, and like I said, there are many non-branded colors out there that you could choose from that would be just as beautiful. But I think in this case, choosing the beautiful cranberry red with the brilliant yellow, I think it's going to be really stunning. So let's get them planted. All right, I think that's perfect. So I'm going to start with my fertilizer. This organic plant tone is perfect. You could use flower tone. You could use any fertilizer that works for you. I like this because it really doesn't burn the plants at all, and it seems to really do well with helping the plants create a lot of bloom production. So I always like to start with that, even though that I know most of the soil that we purchase here or where that's available to us is a little bit amended already. I just like adding that organic element to the soil so that they can be really well suited for the season that's coming. Now I'm going to add a little bit of this. And like I said before, this is heat activated. So when things start to dip in terms of nutrition, those heat activated pellets will take over and start to leach that nutrition into the soil, which will be readily available for the plants. So we're just going to pop this one right here. I'm not going to trim any of these branches off because, like I said, I just want them to grow into each other. And even if it hangs over the side just a little bit, even though it's not technically a trailer, it will trail just a little bit. You can tell it's kind of doing that right now. I think that's going to add to the beauty since I'm just going to have Nemesia in this container by itself. So let's see here. Put that in there. All right. We're going to do the other red on the other side, making sure that my hole's not too big, but yet I have soil all around that root ball when I place it in there. Now, when you are finished with these, you're going to want to make sure that these stay not extremely moist because they need to have well-draining soil, but you're going to want to take care of them, make sure that they do stay consistently watered so that they don't completely dry out. Because one thing that I've noticed is they don't do very well when they dry out, and that creates a problem. You can lose your plants, and you don't want that. So you want to keep them moist, consistently watered, and I think that'll be fine. That kind of fills up the whole container, but we're going to squeeze these in here because I think it's really beautiful already, right? Yeah, can't wait for the rest of my annuals to be planted around because it's really exciting to add this color to the yard. Now I'm going to add one of the yellow varieties right here. And the root system on these are just extremely healthy, but they're not completely root bound, so there's no need for me to rough up the root ball at all. Perfect. Making sure that that root ball is completely covered. Look at that. Come around here, make sure I have enough soil around that. Make sure I press that down nicely. And I don't want to have any of the soil that I'm adding go above the root ball, because I found that sometimes that can be damaging to the plant, so we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that it just kind of goes nicely around the sides, so that, add just a little bit more. And we're going to add the other one on this side. And already you can tell how pretty these two colors look together. And man, I cannot wait to see how they do. And I'll definitely keep you posted. One thing that I've noticed while they were in their cans waiting to be planted is they do dry out very quickly compared to my other annuals that I'm waiting to get planted. And so they do take up a lot more moisture than, let's say, Super Bells or even my petunias that I have over on my table waiting to get planted. So that's interesting. So since they do take in a lot more water, they're going to dry out a lot faster. So you just probably want to monitor them, depending on what kind of weather you're having, because if it's really hot, they're going to take up a lot more. And like I said before, you definitely do not want them to dry out. Now I could add this container to drip irrigation line very easily. I'm going to not do that right from the start, and eventually if I see that it's drying out too fast and I can't really manage it, then I could add a line of drip that's from my pre-existing line in my flower bed over near my boxwoods. But for now, I'm just going to kind of look at it and check it every day and see how they're holding up. All right, and just like that, we have instant color. How pretty is that? Isn't that nice? Two completely opposite colors that really showcase the qualities of each one of those colors in a container that is just filled with Nemesia. So I'm going to keep an eye on this throughout the spring, and who knows, maybe it even will be able to survive into the early summer, but we'll definitely keep an eye on that. It's going to be a really interesting experiment to see how these do in this container. Now let's get to the next one. I'm really excited. All right, my second application for this beautiful Nemesia is to put it in a hanging basket accompanied with these beautiful Super Bells. This is a new variety for me. I've never grown the honeyberry variety, and they are just a beautiful soft pink with a slight yellow throat. And I think this bloom with this incredible vibrant color is going to definitely scream spring. You can already see it already, and it's not even planted in the container yet. So the container that I'm going to use for my hanging basket is one that I bought from Kinsman Gardening Supply, and it's these beautiful 17-inch hanging baskets, and they are just very attractive, very simple in their design. They have a really nice cocoa fiber liner that's very thick and extremely sturdy, and also, like I'm sure you've seen before if you've watched any of my videos, I like the hangers that they use. They're not chains, and that adds to the aesthetics of how attractive they look in the garden. So I'm going to do this. This is new, and I'm actually replacing one that I just trimmed a couple of weeks ago that didn't do so well with that trim, but it was also an annual that was almost 4 years old. So it was time for it to go, and I'm going to add some really nice new fresh plants that are going to be stunning in that spot, I'm sure. So let's get to planting. So I'm going to use 4 plants in this 17-inch container, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to actually use the potting method that makes it really, really easy, where you use the containers to create a well. So you just pop them in. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to use these containers that I had just finished using, and to create that, All right, now that we've added the fertilizer in there, we're just gonna mix that in a little bit and then add a little bit more soil to bring up the soil level, because this will eventually settle down and we wanna make sure that we have plenty of soil, because those roots are gonna have to go somewhere as they go through the season. Yep, you press it down just like that, and then when you're ready, you remove it, and then you're ready to pot your plant right where that little reservoir remains. All right, now that I've taken the pot out, I'm going to start with the Nemesia since it's in the center. And like I said before, this Nemesia, because it technically is a filler, it's going to tower above these beautiful super bells as the super bells spill over the sides. It's going to be so pretty. So I'm going to start with this one in the center. Perfect. Perfect. And now it's just a matter of popping the super bells in. Little note about the super bells, they do extremely well for me in hanging containers, and I think that's partly because of the cocoa liner, because that oxygen flows through the soil. They never really get too wet, because these do not like to have wet feet, as I'm sure you all know, and so they do really well. I think that's actually my best application for my super bells. I also plant them in containers, you know, just regular standalone containers on my concrete, and they do well there too, but really this is the best situation for any of them. They last multiple seasons because, you know, we have a pretty mild winter here, so because of that I'm really excited to see how these do in here this season. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a winning combination, I'm sure. Those two colors together, you guys, perfect. I know my wife is going to love this one. Just in time for Easter. All right, I'm going to pop this one out right here. Put that there. Take this out. Got a little soil on my leaves there. One thing that I've noticed about my super bells very often is sometimes they can be prone to thrips, and if I have that happen, then it's really tough to get rid of them. I've seen a lot of people that use beneficial predatory bug in your yard. I haven't done that yet. I'm thinking maybe this is the year, because I really don't like to spread a lot of harsh chemicals. In fact, the chemicals that I use are more of an organic nature, and so when I spray my super bells to get rid of my budworms and my aphids, I know that I'm not using something that's really, really harsh. So if I could use those beneficial predatory bugs in the yard to get rid of the aphids, then that would be fantastic. So let me know if you've had any experience with those or have tried them, because I think it'd be really interesting to see how that works. It'd be kind of cool not to worry about losing your buds through the season. All right, so we're just gonna pop that one down in there, just like that. And that's perfect. All right. And just like that, let me take the tag off. And just like that, we have this really pretty hanging basket that I'm sure is going to last all spring. And I'm hoping, because of its location, it's going to last longer than that. But those two colors together, this really soft pink with that yellow, is completely different than the basket, or the container that I just planted a moment ago. So let's get this up and let's see what they look like when they're in their spots. So Nemesia, they can be used in containers and in the ground. In this case, we're really excited to have them in our containers, both here and in the hanging basket. And we hope today's video inspired you to find creative ways to incorporate Nemesia in your garden. I've had great success. Some varieties do better than others in the heat, but what I know for right now is these beautiful blooms are a welcome sight for spring. Until next time, everybody, we hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll see you again very soon. Take care.